Throughout time, people have found reasons to come together, albeit religion, politics, etc. But people like to form communities. This has been amplified in our internet age, where forming a community with others is easy. It's very easy to find like-minded individuals that share a common interest and form a fandom around it. The idea of a fandom may seem new, but dates as far back as the 1800s with Sherlock Holmes. But what happens when it's taken too far? When a fan doesn't just stay a fan, and goes farther in their exploits for attention from their obsession? Fans becoming obsessive has seen a recent spike as of recent, at least more vocally talked about. Communities on the internet letting their obsession determine aspects of their life, all due to it. This obsessive idea has been touched on by media, movies specifically. Take Stephen King's Misery as a prime example. A story about an author trapped to the bed of an obsessive fan who wants him to write a book for her. It leads to dangerous and brutal proportions. But Misery is only one example of a movie about an obsessive fan, and while being a good movie, I think there's a better, more horrific version of this type of fan. Satoshi Kon's 1997 film, Perfect Blue. Satoshi Kon is an admirable director, with films and shows like Paprika and Paranoia Agent under his belt. He definitely knows how to tell a good story. His animated debut, Perfect Blue, however, would have to be my favorite work of his. Perfect Blue was first a novel titled Perfect Blue, Complete Metamorphosis, originally written by Yoshikazu Takeuchi. When I say the film was loosely based on the novel, I mean loosely, to the point of being almost two completely different stories. The novel dives deeper into the obsession of one fan, only referred to as the man throughout the whole book. The novel is also really brutal, containing the same themes as the film, but amplified to extremities that had me squinting and wanting to get through the book as quick as possible. The book contains the same characters, Mima, Rumi, Tadakoro, and even characters like Oriechi, who is changed from a rival pop idol to an actress in the film. However, the man is different from novel to film. In the novel, he stops at nothing to save Mima in his eyes. His plan in the book, however, is to skin himself and then put on Mima's skin and become her. Which is not his plan in the movie at all. Yeah, the novel is insane. Though there is a scene in the novel that seemed to serve as inspiration for an iconic part of the film. In the novel, the man glances at his knife, where he's met with the image of Mima that seems to be in his imagination. A specific scene that may seem a little out of place in the novel, but would be expanded upon in the film. The novel follows the exploits of the man as he tries his way of saving Mima by any extent, all culminating in an abandoned broadcasting center where Mima filmed her debut single. The man meets his fate here after skinning himself alive, which didn't kill him, by the way. No, the giant fan did, shredding him to pieces, rose petals as the novel describes it. The movie definitely differs in its finale greatly. The film has the man in it, and he is a dominating force throughout, stalking Mima and sending her threatening letters. One is a bomb. Yeah, just a bomb. However, the man never kills anyone, though there are deaths in the film. However, there is a bigger difference between the film and the novel, and this difference gives the film the ultimate edge over it. Rumi. In the novel, Rumi is an ex-pop idol who couldn't make it and became Mima's assistant, being up for any change Mima makes to her career. That's about it. Yeah, a pretty one-note, upbeat character that survives the whole book. However, she is very different in the film. In the film, she is kept relatively the same on the surface, being her agent and supportive to Mima. However, she is very against change, visually shocked at multiple points. In the final showdown, we figure out how concerned she truly is. The whole film has a second Mima that is seemingly begging her to go back to being a normal pop idol. a fake Mima impersonating her and pulling the strings the whole time, though Mima doesn't listen, leading to increasingly severe consequences. However, the second Mima is driving her crazy, to the point that our real Mima thinks that she is the murderer. But Mima learns the truth. After an uncomfortable chase with her stalker, Mima gets the upper hand and kills him. The man dies at Mima's hand. Or does he? Rumi finds her and takes her to Mima's room. That's the exact name of a website that, throughout the film, has been stalking Mima's every move and has been telling the wider public everything she's been doing. But who could know Mima as well as her assistant? That's when Mima sees Mima, but the reflection shows Rumi. Rumi chases Mima, stabbing her multiple times, but upon losing her wig and her sense of being, Mima is torn from her. Rumi tries to end it all, but Mima saves her, and she sends her to a hospital where Rumi is likely never to recover, believing she is Mima. Perfect Blue is an incredible film, with incredible visuals and direction that makes you feel the true descent of the main character. It gives us insight into the disturbing, violent world of pop idols, and shows us the deep dive of a woman falling into insanity after an obsessive fan takes hold. It warns us of fan bases and the true horror they can bring. It shows us the gap between celebrity and fan, and how crossing that gap can be a very scary thing. I've been your host, Golden Bree. Goodbye.